Hebrews are sending children to face me now. Go home. I don't kill boys. I'll give your flesh to the birds and your bones to the dogs. You come armed with a sword, but I come in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel. Your voice is soft, believe it. All world will know there is a God.
SportPesa Super Cup imeingia nchini Kenya. Wenyeji Gor, AFC, Sharks na Kakamega Homeboys wanajiandaa kuchuana na timu za Tanzania, Simba, Yanga, Singida na JKU. Mshindi atapata nafasi ya kucheza dhidi ya Everton FC ugani Goodison Park. Usikose nafasi nyingine ya historia. SportPesa Super Cup kuanzia tarehe 3 hadi 10 mwezi Juni mwaka huu.
It is big and banging, more than thunder. It is the sound of Mayenga FM road show, circumnavigating the heart of Kisumu and Siaya Kababa counties. On the 8th and 9th of this month, Omera, we are coming to Sondu, Katito, Awasi, Ahero, Rabuor, Nyamasaria, Nyalenda, Kondele, Nyaka Kisumu. Wana, we can't help to see you up there. Akala Kanyo, Ndori, Bondo, Siaya Town, Yala, Madea, Ugunja, Togi, Ukuala. We are coming. Come and meet your favorite Mayenga FM presenters and enjoy the best Luo musical beats as we mingle. Don't. You can miss a flight to America. That is understandable. But you cannot miss Mayenga FM road show, Siaya and Kisumu on the 8th and 9th of this month. Don't. Mayenga FM. Omera Maito Marwa.
So let me share an African proverb with you. Suffering is a teacher. And if we think of it that way, Africa has had many teachers for a long period of time. But what have we learned?
I just want to say Africa needs to come together. We need to work together. We need to have this drive that everything is possible.
Despite the opportunities, Africa still faces huge challenges. So we must look at both opportunities and the challenges. And if we want to do it properly, we need to focus on technology.
These digital advances, this technology will help to solve the other problems faster.
Many thanks for joining us for this edition of Channel 1 Lunchtime News. My name is Edward Kabasa. Our sign language interpreter is Wilson Mushora. Suspended Kenya Ports Authority Managing Director Catherine Muturi has tendered her resignation just days after an activist secured a court order to have her remain in office until a determination is made. In a letter dated 8th June and addressed to Transport Cabinet Secretary James Macharia, Muturi announced her resignation from the company in a move she says will enable her pursue other personal matters. The KPA board suspended Muturi and named Daniel Manduku of the National Construction Authority as a replacement in an acting capacity. and that story will be available to you later on. Meanwhile, 9 governors from the Western region have pledged to push for the establishment of the Lake Region Economic Bloc. Among the resolutions by the governors is the establishment of a regional bank that they say will address economic challenges facing the region. The Lake Region Economic Bloc is part of a proposal by the Council of Governors that is geared towards making counties economically attractive to investors. The regional economic blocks are modeled around Kenya's 8 previous provinces. The blocks seek to attract meaningful investments that is hoped will boost development in the regions.
Lengo letu ni kuona ya kwamba biashara inanawiri katika hizi kaunti zote 14.
The Lake Region Economic Bloc brings together 14 counties, namely Busia, Kisumu, Homa Bay, Migori, Nandi, Kisii, Siaya, Kericho, Kakamega County, Vihiga, Bomet, Trans Nzoia, Nyamira County and Bungoma.
We will strengthen the block and we shall allocate both human and material resources towards making Levet be a world-class block, meeting its objectives of bettering the livelihood of our people.
9 out of the 14 governors reaffirmed their commitment to the realization of the bloc, pledging to set up a common bank later this year.
Counties from the region have pledged to allocate resources for the bank in their 2018-2019 budgets.
The governors are looking to make the counties economically attractive and help address economic challenges facing the region. Each county assembly will be called upon to legislate laws that will govern the bloc, as well as approve a 200 million shillings contribution to the bloc each financial year. Agriculture Principal Secretary Professor Hamadi Boga has raised concern over the continued degradation of the country's marine ecosystem, saying it is a threat to the blue economy. Hamadi says dumping of plastics into the ocean has further worsened the situation, even as he reiterated the government's commitment to the growth of the blue economy.
Environmental degradation has proved to be one of the greatest challenges yet for human survival, amid fears that it will only get worse if nothing is done to check the situation. Speaking during the World Oceans Day celebration, Agriculture Principal Professor Hamadi Boga decried the continued marine pollution, saying it was derailing ongoing efforts to expand the blue economy. And with Kenya set to host the International Conference on Blue Economy in November, Hamadi said the government remains committed to protect the environment, having already launched a host of conservation initiatives.
We are going to reach out to NEMA and the Ministry of Environment and Development partners so that we can create a material circulation law that will make sure that everybody is compelled to keep everything in circulation and not throwing things away as if we don't need them again.
He said Kenya has been allocated 72 deep-sea fishing vessels within Indian Ocean Fisheries Management Framework under Indian Ocean Tuna Commission.
Within the Indian Ocean Fisheries Management Framework under Indian Ocean Tuna Commission, Kenya was allocated a fishing capacity of 72 deep-sea fishing vessels.
Speaking at the same forum, Fisheries Principal Secretary Professor Ntiba Mishani challenged companies who package their products in bottles to find a way of recycling the bottles after use to reduce the spread of residual waste and invasive organisms in the ocean.
Tunatupa plastic kwa bahari, kisha inarudi inatudhuru sisi, maana ikiliwa na chakula, ikiliwa na samaki, tuvue, tutakula na itatufanyia madhara. Kwa hivyo ningeliomba sisi wote tushikane na tuweke mazingira yetu masafi.
Moving forward, we need to see the stakeholders' participation taking center stage.
Narok Governor Samuel Tunai has warned doctors working in public hospitals while still operating their private chemists against cutting away drugs from government hospitals to restock their pharmacies. Tunai said any medical personnel found culpable will face the full force of the law.
Speaking in Narok when he flagged off 3 lorries full of medicine and medical supplies, Narok Governor Samuel Tunai warned unscrupulous medical personnel against stealing drugs for sale in their private chemists and clinics. The drugs will be distributed to all hospitals in the county.
Sasa lazima tuwe na proper supervision, proper inspectorate, na kwamba kila dispensary dawa iwe hapo na kuwe na nurse ambaye atakuwa anatibu kama ni kina mama ama watoto kwa mahali karibu, mahali kama hapo. Na mimi nataka kuuliza sub county administration, ward administrators kwamba hiyo ndio kazi yao kwanza, kuona ya kwamba watu wanafanya kazi.
He called on members of the public to report any hospital staff sending patients to buy drugs from chemists, yet there are enough supplies in public hospitals.
Tafadhali ukiona dawa ya county inauzwa, eleza sisi. Utuambie hii clinic ama hii chemist inauza madawa ya county. You tell us. Kwanza nitafunga hiyo chemist, hata hiyo chemist tutafunga, hiyo daktari tutanyang'anya license. Hata fanya tena hata kuwa na clinic katika hii county. Tukikushika na dawa mahali popote, tutakunyang'anya hiyo clinic, tutafunga.
He also warned nurses against mistreating patients, saying his county government will not tolerate the vice. He warned that those acting in contravention of the set regulations will face immediate dismissal.
The government has been challenged to heighten surveillance for both livestock and humans following the outbreak of the Rift Valley fever in Eldas and Wajir West sub-counties. 4 people have succumbed to the disease, while 4 others are recuperating in Wajir County amid fears the outbreak is spreading fast.
The outbreak of the Rift Valley fever has left residents of Garissa, Wajir and Mandera counties that have been hit by the spread of the highly infectious viral disease of humans and animals. 4 people have succumbed to the disease with a ban on consumption of animal products as staple food in the area banned in 2 sub-counties.
Already some papers are saying 3 people have died, but there is rumors that there are many deaths in the hinterlands. So, and this is a very serious disease.
Kenya Livestock Marketing Council Chair Dubata May is now calling on the government to deploy medical experts in the region to contain the spread of the disease affecting both people and livestock amongst the pastoral communities in the frontier counties.
We are asking the government to increase its surveillance and make sure that the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Livestock, scientists, KEMRI, all those agencies that are concerned move in to do proper surveillance.
May calling for aerial spraying of the insects to prevent the vectors from spreading the virus to other parts of the country.
We have also heard that there is a locust in Siolo, which is also another very serious issue. Locust normally when it comes in, it leaves no vegetation from the biggest tree to the grass. We need a lot of intervention. We need the government to come up and spray.
Rift Valley fever is transmitted by mosquitoes and is characterized in humans by headache, fever, eye discomfort and muscle aches, progressing in some cases to encephalitis, blindness or internal bleeding. Rose Kukwa for Channel 1 Lunchtime News.
With the advent of technology, it is now possible to make money from the comfort of your home. A new program dubbed Ajira.com is changing fortunes for unemployed youth in Mathioya constituency, Muranga County. The youth underwent training on how to make money through the internet and are now reaping the benefits of this newfound venture. Lena Nyambura, that report.
As more people graduate from institutions of higher learning, the demand for jobs continues to increase, yet the available job opportunities remain few, leaving many qualified youth searching for jobs, while many more end up abusing alcohol and drugs owing to disillusionment. The Ministry of ICT, in a move to alleviate the burden of unemployment, come up with innovative ways to help young people earn a living. With the advent of technology, people can now make money from the comfort of their homes. The initiative, dubbed Ajira.com, offers youth a chance to earn money online.
Youth for Africa ina train watu wakiwa miaka 18 to 35. Tuna aim ku empower youth waweze kupata opportunities kwa mtandaoni, waweze kufungua websites, wapate pesa kutoka kwa zile websites, wa list businesses online, kufanya watu kupata services virahisi pale kwa mtandao.
Nicholas Ndwati, a beneficiary of the system, says he made quick money through the platform, which also offers a new way to conduct research.
Currently, nilian to do jana, and it's a big thing for me, maze. Ujaenda mjengo, ujaenda kulima, ujaenda kulimia mtu shamba, maze umekaa tu chini, maze maintain ukifanya tu katika kitu yako. Actually ilikuwa transcript.
Mathioya MP Peter Kimari lauded the program, saying it has helped solve unemployment.
And especially the Ministry of ICT for the support they have given us. Mathioya is the only constituency in Kenya where which has 4 functional ICT hubs, and having had our first trainees, we feel very, very proud on this day.
The beneficiaries are expected to train more youth in Mathioya. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I'm Lena Nyambura.
Thank you very much, Lena, for that report. It is 1:15. You are watching Channel 1 Lunchtime News. A quick break here, but don't go too far. We still have plenty more lined up for you.
Did he have to die?
You really will never be able to understand.
Najua Kenya alifanya si poa kukidnap Tiffany, but alikuwa anataka tu niachiliwe.
Kamau, this determination of yours will take you very far.
Never.
No kinyo kamenya ati uradiru na mundu we na merigo.
Sometimes I feel like you don't give me the chance to actually prove myself.
This life will not give you what you want to get while you are lying in your bed and craving for things. You have to go for it and forcefully do it. Jill, are you all right?
Not while you're breathing.
So let me share an African proverb with you. Suffering is a teacher. And if we think of it that way, Africa has had many teachers for a long period of time. But what have we learned?
I just want to say Africa needs to come together. We need to work together. We need to have this drive that everything is possible.
Despite the opportunities, Africa still faces huge challenges. So we must look at both opportunities and the challenges. And if we want to do it properly, we need to focus on technology.
These digital advances, this technology will help to solve the other problems faster.
This weekend on KBC Channel 1.
What is the color of love? What do you see? It must be easy for you, the loving things that you do, but just a pastime for you, I could never be.
So, did we go out last night for a walk in the mud? I haven't forgotten, Leonard.
Didn't you hear me? Leave me alone. I want to know what it was that happened between Matthias and you. Why did you fire my assistant?
Sport person.
Welcome back to Channel 1 Lunchtime News. Voting in the Jubilee Party primaries for the Baringo South by-election is underway, with 5 candidates seeking to take the honours. Meanwhile, the Devolution Cabinet Secretary Eugene Wamalwa has urged warring leaders in Laikipia County to tone down and serve the electorate.
The Devolution Cabinet Secretary was in Saulio settlement scheme in Laikipia, where he distributed relief food to residents of Saulio, Sosian and minor villages. Wamalwa urging local leaders to halt ongoing political wars in the area that he said was working against the government's development agenda.
Na tunaomba tuweke tofauti zetu kando. Siasa imekwisha, sasa ni wakati wa kazi. Na asante yetu kwenu ni kuwafanyia kazi.
Sentiment echoed by the Laikipia women representative Kate Waruguru, who claimed that she has been a victim of political infighting in the area.
Nataka kuuliza nyinyi kwa heshima, tuzidi kupendana, tushirikiane. Governor Nderito Moreidi, MCS, wabunge na kila mmoja tunafanya kazi kama ishara ya Laikipia mpya. Tuko pamoja.
The government's directive to crack hard on keto rustlers receiving support from local leaders.
Dawa ya mwizi ni kuuawa. Tunawaambia namna hii. Akipatikana akiba mifugo, anaambiwa aseme kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na la Roho Mtakatifu. Akisema amina, anapigwa risasi, anaenda kwa Baba.
Elsewhere, diverse opinion over the Court of Appeal ruling that nullified Machakos Governor Dr. Alfred Mutua's victory continues.
The flip side is if Mutua didn't win, then it is somebody else who won, and that somebody else is Wavinya Ndeti. Unfortunately, the law doesn't provide for the court to pronounce the winner.
In Kitui, Mwingi West MP Charles Nguna is now claiming that the Kamba community has been getting a raw deal following newfound unity between President Kenyatta and opposition leader Raila Odinga.
We have embraced the spirit of handshake. Let us put it into practical aspect. Number one, we've experienced regional disparities when it comes to matters of appointments in major government, or rather major appointments.
Nominated MP Dr. David Sankok has in the meanwhile called on Chief Justice David Maraga to deal firmly with corruption cases.
Lakini shida ambayo tumebakisha ni shida ya koti. Koti zetu ndio zinahujumu vita dhidi ya ufisadi. Kwa sababu koti, nimesikia juzi wamesema ati wamekosa evidence.
And the battle for the Jubilee Party ticket in Baringo South parliamentary by-election will come to a close later today, with the voters electing the party's candidate.
Ingawache ilichelewa kidogo, lakini naona iko sawa. Sasa inaenda poa na tunaamini jioni itakuwa sawa kabisa.
Tumeanza kwenda kupick materials mapema, lakini imechelewa kidogo kwa sababu ya logistics ya kupeleka order, ya kupeleka mkutani, kupeleka Mochongoi, na sisi watu ya hapa tukachelewa kidogo.
Low voter turnout marred the primaries amid chaos that saw 3 Jubilee officials injured after goons attacked them as they were transporting ballot papers to polling stations across the constituency. Charles Kamuren, Mark Kipto, Eunice Lepario and Joseph Taruz are battling out for the party's ticket.
Yeah, I have confidence that the elections will be fair, because so far so good. Yeah, and in every elections there is some challenges, which is very common.
The by-election has originated a supremacy battle between Deputy President William Ruto and KANU Chairman Gideon Moi, with each flexing their political muscles. The seat fell vacant following the death of Grace Kipchoim in April from Kanza. Samson Kitavi, Lunchtime News.
It was a rare spectacle for thousands of Mayenga FM fans in Kisumu County who braved a heavy downpour to have a chance to mingle and interact with their popular presenters. Presenters of the KBC affiliate are in Kisumu and Siaya counties this weekend for a roadshow as the popular station seeks to interact with its huge fan base. Achola Simon with that report.
Thousands of Mayenga fans thronged various centers along the Awasi-Kisumu road to have a chance of interacting with their favorite Mayenga FM presenters. The enthusiastic crowd braved a heavy downpour to witness the golden chance to meet their favorite presenters.
And we have come to visit Kisumu County and Siaya County to appreciate our listeners who have been with us all along.
The Mayenga entourage stopped at Ahero, Nyamasaria before winding up the show in Nyalenda Estate. The fans also had an opportunity to win various station merchandise. Station manager Isaac Osedo says the station will continue to produce quality entertaining and educative programs for the expanding fan base.
So really, we are happy and we boast about ourselves that we are ahead. We are ahead, and when given signals in other areas, in Luo Nyanza, we'll do a lot more than what we are doing now.
The Mayenga Roadshow heads to Siaya County. Achola Simon for Channel 1 Lunchtime News from Kisumu County.
Thank you very much, Achola Simon, for that report. Insurance companies have been challenged to step up sensitization campaigns to have increased penetration. Speaking in Embu during a 3-day roadshow organized by the Insurance Regulatory Authority, IRA Head of Consumer Education Ann Chelagat attributed low insurance penetration to lack of information on the various insurance products on offer.
Insurance uptake in the country is yet to gain ground, with penetration rates standing at less than 3%. However, the sector has considerably grown over the last decade, with the annual premiums rising from 47 billion shillings 10 years ago to the current 200 billion shillings. The low insurance penetration is partly blamed on the lack of information among Kenyans about the various insurance products on offer.
There's been low uptake of insurance. So our purpose is just to educate the residents of Embu County on the benefits and the needs of insurance, and so also to make them aware that there are several insurance products that they can take so that they manage their risks.
Insurance companies are being